Beneath the blazing Arabian sun, the desert stretches endlessly, its golden dunes hiding more than just shifting sands. Trade caravans snake through this harsh wilderness, but the true power lies not in the goods they carry, but in the unseen hands guiding their paths. Merchant clans, shrouded in mystery, manipulate the flow of incense, spices, and precious treasures, weaving a silent network of influence that stretches across the peninsula. These shadowy figures are masters of secrecy, using coded signals and trusted messengers to outmaneuver rivals. Their alliances are fragile, forged in whispered promises beneath the cover of night. In a land where survival depends on cunning as much as courage, every grain of sand holds a secret, one that could topple empires or crown new kings. The desert's veil hides a world of silent battles for control, where fortunes are made and lost long before caravans reach their destination. Mecca stands like a shimmering oasis amidst the relentless desert, a bustling crossroads where traders gather, but beneath its vibrant markets and flowing water lies a battlefield of gods and ambitions. Ancient idols carved from stone watch silently as merchants, priests, and spies navigate a complex dance of faith and power. The old gods fight for survival against emerging beliefs whispered in shadowed corners. Traders here are more than mere merchants. They are double agents, skilled in weaving lies and gathering secrets for rival clans. By day, they barter spices and incense. By night, they exchange coded messages and strike covert deals beneath the moonlit sky. Mecca's seeming peace conceals fractures, clandestine meetings plot shifts in allegiance, and every handshake may mask a dagger poised to strike. The oasis is a mirage of trust, where loyalty is a currency more fragile than glass. Behind every caravan's journey lies the invisible hand of the merchant clans, an elite circle of families whose wealth and influence stretch far beyond the desert sands. These puppet masters control the trade routes like a vast chessboard, moving tribes, kings, and caravans with calculated precision. Their power is built not just on gold and goods, but on secrets, debts, and silent threats. Operating from hidden strongholds and secret meeting places, the clans weave alliances with rival tribes and foreign powers, playing them against each other to maintain dominance. Their emissaries, charming, ruthless, and cunning, serve as both diplomats and spies, gathering intelligence that can topple enemies overnight. To cross a merchant clan is to invite ruin, but to ally with one promises unmatched prosperity and protection. Yet, in this shadowy game, loyalty is scarce, and betrayal often comes cloaked in friendship. Ancient tribal rivalries run deep beneath the desert's surface, where generations of grudges have forged fierce warriors and unbreakable oaths. Clans clash over water, land, and honor, their battles echoing across the endless sands. Yet amid this cycle of bloodshed, a secret pact binds sworn enemies in fragile unity, an unspoken agreement to protect the vital trade routes that sustain them all. This uneasy truce is stitched with whispers and guarded by ancient rites, its true terms known only to a few. Behind the roaring fires of tribal councils, veiled discussions shape the peninsula's fate. But beneath the surface, betrayal simmers like desert heat, and one broken vow could unleash a storm that tears the delicate balance to shreds. In this harsh world, bloodlines mean everything, and the price of peace may be darker than anyone dares admit. Caravans laden with rare spices, precious incense, and treasures vanish without a trace along the desert routes, disappearing into the endless dunes as if swallowed by the very sands themselves. Fear spreads among traders and tribes alike, who whisper of curses laid by angry spirits, or dark rituals performed in hidden caves. Tales grow of ghostly figures seen near the caravan paths and strange lights flickering at night. Yet beneath the fear and superstition lies a colder truth. Some vanishings are the work of ruthless enemies and secret factions, who orchestrate ambushes and sabotage to seize control of trade wealth. Suspicion breeds paranoia, and trust fractures as every caravan's disappearance threatens to ignite old rivalries anew. In a land where silence can be deadly, the desert hides its secrets well, and every missing caravan leaves behind more questions than answers. Amidst the shifting sands and secret caravans, a quiet murmur begins to ripple through the desert towns and trading hubs, whispers of a prophet rising, promising a new order that could upend centuries of power and tradition. Some hear hope in these words, while others shudder, fearing the upheaval that such a force might bring. Merchants and tribal leaders listen warily as this shadowy figure's message spreads like wildfire, carried on the lips of travelers and traders. The winds of change stir old fears and fragile alliances, as the prophet's followers grow in number and conviction. The air thickens with anticipation and dread, as the desert waits for a storm that could sweep away the old gods, the secret pacts, and the silent wars that have ruled for so long. The desert caravans carry more than just spices and gold. They bear secrets, coded messages, and spies embedded within their ranks. These covert agents move silently through camps and marketplaces, gathering intelligence, planting misinformation, and shifting loyalties with every whispered word. Trust becomes a rare commodity, and every glance hides suspicion. Rival clans and foreign powers deploy their best operatives, turning the trade routes into a tangled web of deception where alliances shift like the desert winds. Caravans are shadows within shadows, and betrayal often comes not from open battle, but from whispered lies in the dead of night. In this relentless game, knowledge is the sharpest weapon, and the fate of empires can hinge on a single secret revealed too soon. The desert's ancient gods, once revered with grand temples and fierce devotion, begin to fade into silence as new beliefs quietly take root across the peninsula. In hidden corners of bustling towns and along dusty trade routes, whispers of fresh faiths spread like wildfire, carried by travelers and converts alike. Old rituals are abandoned, idols gather dust, and sacred sites grow empty. This spiritual shift unsettles the old order. Priests and elders cling desperately to fading power, while merchants and tribes weigh the promise of change against the comfort of tradition. The battle for souls is silent but fierce, mirroring the struggles for control over trade and territory. In a land shaped by faith as much as by sand, the rise of new beliefs threatens to redraw not only spiritual maps but political ones too. A legendary caravan prepares to embark on a journey unlike any before, laden not just with precious goods, but with a secret so powerful it could alter the fate of the entire Arabian Peninsula. This caravan's path is fraught with danger, shadowed by rival merchant clans, tribal warriors, and spies eager to seize or destroy the prize it carries. Every step across the scorching desert is a test of loyalty and cunning, as the caravan's protectors fend off ambushes and navigate shifting alliances. The desert itself seems to hold its breath, watching as destiny edges closer. This final journey is more than a trade mission. It is a race against time, a battle of wits, and the turning point that will either preserve the old world or herald a new dawn. As the prophet's message spreads like wildfire across the desert and beyond, the ancient networks of power that once ruled the Arabian trade routes begin to unravel. Merchant clans, tribal leaders, and secret pacts that held the peninsula in a fragile grip crumble under the weight of a new faith and a new order. The old gods fall silent, and the shadows that cloak centuries of secrets retreat. The desert itself seems to breathe a sigh of change, as communities unite under a banner of hope and renewal. Yet the fall of the old powers comes with turmoil. Betrayals are revealed, alliances shattered, and the scars of conflict run deep. From this crucible, a new era emerges, one that reshapes not only the trade routes but the destiny of Arabia and the world beyond. The dawn breaks, heralding a future forged in faith, resilience, and transformation.